Hey everybody, welcome back to Life with Zach. As I mentioned in some of the other videos, I'm a huge Ford fan. So when I saw that the Ford Maverick was coming out, I just had to take some time to look it up, research it, and share what I found with you. So it looks to me like the Ford Maverick is going to be a great truck for someone who lives in the city, lives in a town, and who needs a small pickup truck to be able to do some work with associated with, your personal life with whatever you're doing around the house. Comparing it to a 150, 150 is a work truck. This is not a work truck. So if you're like into construction or something like that, I definitely wouldn't recommend the Maverick based on what I've seen. However, I really think that if you're just an average person, you need to haul brush, you need to haul trash, you need to, pull something, you need to, carry luggage or whatever, the Maverick looks like a good option for you, especially if you don't want that bigger size and that bigger cost that comes with the 150 or bigger. So here are 5 things that I really liked about the Maverick, or pieces of information that I found. So number one, the engine. All right, both engine options that Ford is offering right now look to be pretty peppy, give you pretty good horsepower and good capabilities in this pickup truck. So the first one is a hybrid motor. All right. So it's a 2.5 liter 4 cylinder. It's front wheel drive. It's good for around town. It's good for hauling stuff. It's good for that vehicle that you just need to take around with you everywhere. Okay. The other option is a 4 cylinder 2.0 liter all gas option. Okay. Now, the bad thing is that is the only option that comes with all wheel drive. You cannot get all-wheel drive in the hybrid option, which kind of disappoints me a little bit. Okay, so if you think you're going to need four-wheel drive, which if you live in a snowy area, if you're living somewhere you're going to want to take this off-road, you're going to want to get that. So the hybrid would be out for you. So you definitely need to consider that if you're looking at this pickup truck. The second thing that I've read about the Maverick is the towing and the payload capabilities. All right. So it looks like the payload is going to be around 1,500 pounds, and the towing is going to be 2,000 pounds. You can bump that towing up to 4,000 pounds with the optional towing package. Okay. So while that doesn't seem like much, this is not a full size pickup truck. So that actually is pretty impressive. The Ford F-150 Lightning, by comparison, has a 2,000 pound payload and a 10,000 pound towing package with certain options on it. So you can see that 4,000 and 1,500 pound payload is actually quite comparable to that. And I would, to be honest, if you're using this just around your house for projects and stuff that you need, I wouldn't see why you would ever really need more than that. But of course, what your own needs are and things like that. But the Maverick actually is pretty impressive. And to really most things that you might tow, like a mower, small camper, a motorcycle, anything like that is going to be fine with 4,000 pounds. But just make sure that you're getting the package that meets your need and are aware of the 2,000 pound towing limit without that extra towing option. All right. Number three, the miles per gallon. And this is a really important thing for me because if I'm ever going to look for a pickup truck, I want to look at one that is gas friendly. I don't want a gas guzzler that I'm not going to be able to do anything with because, to be honest, I can't afford all that gas. So Ford says with the hybrid option, you're going to get 40 miles per gallon in the city. Okay. That's really, really good. Okay. To get a pickup truck with that capability, I think is pretty impressive. Now, I couldn't find any information from Ford on what they're talking about highways yet, or really what it looks like with the gas only option. So if you have any information about that, share that in the comments. I'd love to hear it. All right, the fourth thing that I wanted to talk about that with the Maverick is the cab. Okay, so all Mavericks come with a crew cab, which is the full 4 doors. All right. Looking inside, it looks to be very roomy and comfortable seats. Of course, the finish and stuff depends on which options you get, but all of them seem to have quite a bit of space. If you've ever ridden in one of the old Ford Rangers, I don't think you can say that. I'm a pretty tall person. I'm cramped in there, but this looked like it had that extra space that you're going to need to ride around in. The other thing I really liked was Ford put a bunch of storage cubbies inside the cab to be able to hold things. And I think that's really great for a pickup truck because you don't have a trunk, you don't have that enclosed area, and you don't want to be storing stuff on your seats or like under your seats all the time. So to have some cubbies to be able to put things in, tools that you might be working with, or even your groceries or whatever, if you're hauling with 4 people, it's going to be super great. So I thought that was a great idea for them to put storage cubbies not only in the cab, but there's also a couple off of the bed. And that's the fifth thing I want to talk about is the bed itself. So the bed is 4.5 feet long, which actually is a pretty short bed. I don't think if I was buying a pickup truck that I would want one that only had a 4.5 foot bed. But if you don't think you're ever going to be hauling a lot of stuff with it, that's going to be long, if you're just hauling brush or trash or whatever, that might be a good fit for you. You can also get one of those bed extenders that folds up into the bed and they can fold out with the tailgate down, making your bed longer. And that puts it at about 6 feet, which is a pretty good size bed. Another cool option besides the storage cubbies in the back of the bed is the power points. Okay, so there is a power point back there that you can hook up and run tools off of if you need to. All right. So if you remember from my other video about the Ford Lightning, that had a lot of added capabilities. This just looks to be a pretty simple plug that you can run just maybe 1 or 2 tools off of. You can't power your house or do all the other stuff you could with the Lightning when it comes out. But it is interesting that there is a PowerPoint back there if you have to charge your phone or do something with that. All right, so I hope you enjoyed these 5 things that I found cool about the Ford Maverick. Honestly, I think it looks like a really good pickup truck if it meets the needs of what you're looking for. If you're just looking for a truck to drive around and to haul some light stuff just to have a little bit of extra capability, I think this would be a good truck for you. If you're looking for a work truck, if you think you're going to haul more stuff, I think you're going to have to think bigger because this really doesn't have the same capability of a F-Series pickup truck. And also, if you're going to want all-wheel drive, just remember that the hybrid model does not have that. So if that's a motivating point for you, you're going to want to look elsewhere apart from the Maverick. So I hope you enjoyed this video talking about the Maverick, talking about the options that it has. Like this video, comment with any questions or any other feedback you have, and subscribe as there hopefully will be others coming out soon. Have a great day.